Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us on News Center Maine. I'm Amanda Hill. A beautiful summer Tuesday. Ryan Breton joins us with a first look outside, and we're kind of running out of these, Ryan.
I know. I hope not, but you're right. Reality is starting to set in, Amanda. Good afternoon to you. Hi, everybody. A live look all across the state showing most areas have a lot of sunshine. There is some patchy fog there in Frenchman Bay and Bar Harbor, and a little more cloud cover up around Sugarloaf. Temperatures in most places warming up pretty nicely, with Wiscasset at 81, 76 in Bangor, 74 in Lewiston, and 75 in Sanford. We started this morning with some patchy valley fog in western Maine and a little thicker and denser areas of low cloud cover and fog over down East Maine. Most of that's now lifted, but we're starting to bubble up some cumulus clouds, and as you see up north, a few showers. Much like yesterday, we still have this upper level low to our north today. It's moved a little bit farther east toward Quebec City, but still under its influence. You may see a pop-up shower or rumble of thunder this afternoon. Not everybody sees one, but they will be widely scattered out there. So you can see that here at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I think that if you're at the coastline, you have the lowest chance of seeing a shower, but there still may be a couple that make it to the coast. Farther inland and north, a few showers and spotty downpours. These are driven largely by the heating of the day, though. So once we lose the sun, the showers will melt away, and tonight will be very quiet. Temperatures that start tomorrow morning mainly in the 50s. Again, some areas of fog first thing tomorrow morning. And then we have a really good looking day ahead tomorrow. Mainly sunny skies, a light sea breeze at the coast with temperatures there in the 70s, and many inland towns getting close to 80 degrees tomorrow. Also, nice thing about the pattern tonight into tomorrow, not much humidity. Dew points are low, but that will change on Thursday. I'll see you with more on that in a few minutes.
This noon, we are continuing to follow an active search that's going on right now in York County. Police in Sanford say they have been searching an area in Springvale for the person who allegedly shot at an officer early this morning. Our Alex Haskell is live in Sanford with the latest on this. Alex, what can you tell us right now?
Hey, Amanda. So right now we're outside the Sanford Police Department, and we're waiting for an update on this search, but we're unclear when we're going to get one. We do have some details we can share with you. So police say just after 1 a.m., an officer was trying to stop a vehicle, and a person in that vehicle shot at the officer. That was in the area of Shaw Street and Lebanon Street. Police say the officer was not hurt, and the vehicle then fled and was later abandoned. Investigators have since been searching the Springvale area to try to find who was inside that car. Our team has seen a number of law enforcement personnel on Blanchard Road. However, that scene began to clear around 10:30. The reason right now is unclear. So at the moment, we do not have a description of the suspect or suspects yet. For now, people who live in the area are asked to be aware of their surroundings. Police have been saying that those involved may still be armed. So if you see something suspicious, you are asked to call 911. Here's what Major Mike Dyer with Sanford Police told us earlier this morning about how the search was going.
A little while after that, a county deputy ended up discovering the vehicle, kind of tucked away on a little trail, and we've secured that area. At this point, we're still investigating. We do have the vehicle, and we're just kind of following leads at this point.
So again, that was an update from earlier this morning. We are waiting for an update on police on where things stand, but we will update you once we get more information. Live in Sanford, Alex Haskell, News Center Maine.
Alex, thank you. Now, meanwhile, also in Sanford, a man was found dead in his backyard by a fire pit last Thursday. Now, Maine State Police are investigating the circumstances. He was found shortly after 5 o'clock in the morning at his home on Twombly Road. Sanford Police notified the fire marshal's office, who then notified the Maine State Police Major Crimes Unit. All agencies remained on the scene throughout the day investigating that death. The man's remains are now at the medical examiner's office for an autopsy to determine a cause of death, and police say there is no danger to the public. Portland police are investigating a fatal hit and run on Forest Avenue. It happened just after 9:15 last night. According to investigators, the car that hit and killed a 57-year-old woman fled the scene. They say witnesses described the vehicle as a dark-colored pickup truck that was headed toward Portland. The identity of the victim is being withheld pending notification of next of kin. The investigation is ongoing and no additional information is available. Police are asking anyone who witnessed that crash, has information about the incident, or has any video from a doorbell or a dash cam to give them a call. A 14-year-old girl and a 19-year-old boy are facing charges in connection with a shooting in York County over the weekend. Deputy Sam Mann was driving on Route 202 in Lebanon early Saturday morning when he reported a black car pulling up next to him. He says the people inside fired several shots at his car. The man was not hurt. Zachary Shaw was arrested and is facing charges for reckless conduct and criminal mischief. The 14-year-old girl has been charged with reckless conduct and was taken to Long Creek Youth Development Center. Police in Hallowell are investigating an incident between a staff member and a customer at a bar. Video of the incident has circulated widely on social media. Police Chief Zachary Kindlin says the investigation is still in its early stages, but that the incident happened Friday night into Saturday morning at Quarry Room Bar and Grill. A person claiming to be the patron involved has posted photos online, including one showing bruises and scrapes on her knees. She also posted a video, but we're not showing it because we have not verified its source. It appears to show a woman wearing a shirt with security on the back, holding another woman in a headlock. Chief Kindlin says he doesn't have more details to share about what happened and says his department is committed to a neutral investigation.
From there, we'll put the case together and determine with the DA's office, potentially if it needs to go that far to the DA's office, if any charges will be made against anybody.
A co-owner of the Quarry Tap Room declined our request for an interview. The Maine CDC is warning it has confirmed a case of measles through wastewater testing. A sample was collected on August 13th in Bangor and tested positive on the 18th. A test a few days later was negative. Health officials say the testing only confirmed someone with measles was in Maine. It's unclear where they were, how long they stayed, or if they live in the state permanently. Maine has had 5 cases of measles this year. All of them have been in Penobscot County. This morning, the Trump administration is threatening to impose tough new economic sanctions against countries that do business with Iran. While later today, Canada is expected to announce it will retaliate against the latest round of punishing Trump tariffs. Senior White House correspondent Gabe Gutierrez has this report.
This morning, the trade war with America's neighbor to the north is ramping up, with possible costs to Americans. In just hours, Canada set to retaliate after the Trump administration imposed 50% tariffs on some Canadian goods this weekend, potentially raising prices on everything from dairy products to plywood.
We need to send a message loud and clear to the Prime Minister of Canada. Stop taking advantage of America. It's over.
President Trump also threatening 50% import taxes on more products starting January 1st, including Canadian cars, auto parts, and steel. Last night, the president again arguing he's doing it to bring back American manufacturing.
We need aluminum in this country. We get it all from Canada for the most part.
Now, Canada says it has leverage.
We have what the world wants.
Its retaliatory measures today could raise costs for American businesses.
We're going to fight with everything we have.
One Canadian politician, Doug Ford, is locked in a war of words with President Trump and also threatening that Canada could restrict resources flowing into the U.S.
I'd love to see him run cars without any oil.
While everyday Americans are feeling the trade war's impacts. In Michigan, Michael Howard says it'll hurt his furniture manufacturing business.
All those costs have skyrocketed.
While that trade war with America's ally grows, the president is also intensifying economic pressure on Iran. Yesterday, launching what he calls Economic D-Day, slapping fresh sanctions on 60 foreign entities and threatening to cut off countries unless they stop doing business with Iran.
There will be no minimal breathing space for the regime to rebuild its capacity to inflict terror against America and the world.
Overnight, Iran's economic minister saying, quote, they should expect an attack from our side as well. All of it potentially raising gas prices for Americans as the conflict drags on.
That was Gabe Gutierrez reporting. Now, Canadian officials just announced retaliatory tariffs on about $20 billion worth of American goods. Those include steel, dairy products, appliances, and farm equipment. Some taxes on American goods are as high as 50%.